Watched it when it first came out. I didn't really, I don't know. I mean, I saw the appeal of it, but it was like mainstream people got into it. Like that's what really spurred like mainstream anime was this show and Fairy Tail. Honestly, Fairy Tail. Sorry guys for interrupting this video, but I just want to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on and some other stuff. But thank you. First, I want to say thank you guys for watching my video because YouTube regular hate speech is like every other independent creator on this platform as of lately because YouTube is stonks unless you're a late night talk show host. But if you guys really want to help me and support my channel, you can do what is happening right here. Probably beside my face or where my finger's pointing. Right there. See, you can subscribe, click the bell, and there's some ding-dings right there. See, that's pretty. But really, guys, if you want to do that, it would really help my channel. Now, let's get into the actual video. So, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday! Whoop whoop! And I have no demo today. We have supposed to have someone coming over to look at the lawnmower. So we can cut grass, because the grass is getting ridiculously high. Look at this. It's like almost 7 inches back here. It's pretty high in certain places, and other places it's not even growing at all. But yeah, they're supposed to come by pretty soon, either today or tomorrow, sometime soon, to check out the lawnmower and fix it so we can actually mow grass with the riding mower instead of push button, because I don't want to push button because it's a pain in the butt. Anyways, guys, let's get this day started. I will cut back in a minute. Hi, guys, I'm back. So, I think my worms are all completely dead. I think they all froze to death. I think the bed up there was a little bit too dry. So, and then they got cold, so they said, F this, and they all took off out of the bed somehow. Don't ask me how they got out, but they did. And they are gone. Look at this kitty cat. He's out here sleeping. What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. What are you doing? Are you sleepy? Sleeping out in the sun in the middle of the day, huh? And you're just at home, aren't you, kitty cat? She said, yeah, I'm a kitty cat. Meow. Meow, kitty cat. Meow, 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 meow. Anyway, guys, so I don't know. I think it was a little bit too early to get worms. This time, whenever we get worms, we're going to probably get 2 more pounds. And the other, I'm going to put, like, a little bit in a container inside, like one of these bins we have inside, one of these big long bins. And the other one will stick outside. And hopefully one of them survive, and we can keep getting worm castings. And then, once that bin gets so big, I'll probably split it and make it to put them up there, into the bigger thing. And hopefully the one outside can survive the winter. And then in the springtime, I can take some out of the bin inside and put them up there to jumpstart the bin outside. That way we'll always be in worm bin. Because what's going to happen is the worms will make eggs throughout all summer. And then in the wintertime, we just take out the worm, everything out of it, stuff it full of grass and whatever else we can find to make it as hot as possible. And leaves and stuff, like really stuff it in there. And then we'll put like insulation around the outside of it and stuff like that. And hopefully, like you can get this insulation that reflects heat inside the bin. And hopefully, if all that, because it gets really, like, I wasn't prepared for the cold weather, and I wasn't preparing for, I thought it was going to stay warm enough for them to stay alive, but I guess not. And also, I think the bed's not wet enough, because we was looking through it, it was pretty dry. A lot of it was pretty dry, so I don't think it was wet enough. First started, I don't think it was wet enough, and then after that, I don't think it was, cold, it was too cold, and they froze, and they left first, and then they froze that one that they stand because we're dumb. We know what he's doing. So, like I said, next we're going to get 2 more pounds, and we'll take half of them, stick them up there. The other half of them will stick inside in the bin inside. Try to keep them alive all year round, forever, basically. And then, in the springtime, take out some of the worms out of that one and stick them up in the bin up here in the wintertime. Because what's going to happen in the wintertime, they're all going to die off again. But after they've been in the bin for a long time, they'll have egg castings and stuff like that, and then they'll be able to jumpstart in the spring. And we'll add some worms from the bin inside to that, and it'll be good to go, and they can really start jumpstarting. But so far, we do not have enough. Our worms all died. So failure number 1. And this is a lot of money too, by the way. This is 75 bucks. Like, some people that don't seem like, oh, but that's a lot of money. Which is ridiculous. So yeah, next time we're gonna take half the worms out, put them inside a bin inside. The other half is going to go in there. And yeah, should be good to go. Half and half it. And then that way, we'll always at least have some worms alive if something bad happens to the bin outside. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I will come back in a little bit. I don't really want to talk about the worms anymore. I'm kind of mad that they all died. But yeah, probably get worms again in a couple weeks once you get some more money. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll come back in a little bit. So bye, guys. I'm back. One more thing before I go, because it hasn't been a few minutes since I come back. But I'm finally watching this show. If anyone knows what this is, you should know just by looking at if you're a fan of anime, because everyone loves this show. My opinion is, I watched it when it first came out. I didn't really, I don't know. I mean, I saw the appeal of it, but it was like mainstream people got into it. Like that's what really spurred like mainstream anime was this show and Fairy Tail. Honestly, Fairy Tail and this show Naruto really spurred like this show is like the show that people was like, hey, this is awesome. And I remember everyone talking about it in school, and I was like, I've already been watching anime for years, guys. And then I had a friend who was in anime, not as much as I was, and he loved this show. He's like, you gotta watch this. And my opinion was the first season was, and I didn't read the manga, and I still haven't read the manga, but I do know, I have friends and stuff, and I've read a little bit about it, but not too much. I know a little bit about the story. I know there's Titan shifters, I know there's people, and I know, I don't know, I'm not really exactly sure what happens. I'm like basically blind in this show. I watched the original season, the first season, when it first came out, way back in like, I don't know, when it came out, like 2012, 2013, something like that. I watched it subbed and dubbed back then, but I'm rewatching it again because I completely forgot about it. And I also watched a few episodes of the second season, which I don't know, I didn't really enjoy it. I know the Beast Titan shows up, and then there's a one with a big head, and I don't really know what was going on because I didn't remember watching the first season, because the first season took forever to be animated into season 2, or the second season took forever to be animated. It was like a 5-year gap or something ridiculous. But now they're pumping out like every 6 months, which the manga itself just ended like a few weeks ago. So I figured I might as well give it a try. I don't really like the art style. Don't ask me why. It just does not appeal to me. And then the Titans are really goofy, which I guess that's the appeal to some people. And the blood and gore is just a bit too much, especially in the first season. Like, I don't know. I feel like they just go ham on the blood and gore just because they can. Like, I don't know. People call this story a masterpiece and all this and that. And I don't know. I don't really see it. I've only really watched the first season, a couple of the second season. But I'm going to try it again. So far, the first season is meh again. I don't know. I'm just not really into it. Don't ask me why. I'm just not my type of show. Same thing with JoJo. I watched JoJo season 1 and 2. Wasn't really much of a thing. I know it gets better in season 3 when they introduce stands and stuff, and it just goes ham. I don't know. Again, I don't like the art style. Don't ask me why. I just don't like that kind of art style. It just looks plasticky, if that makes sense. JoJo and Attack on Titan, they kind of like the same art style, which is weird. Don't ask me why. And also, I don't really like the main character in Attack on Titan. He's just kind of, I don't know. He's like, I'm going to kill everybody. I'm an emo kid. Ooh. Like, I know I'm probably saying a lot of bad stuff about it, but I haven't even watched the whole show. I'm planning on watching all the anime. I think it's like season 4, and there's only going to be one more season after this. So, we'll watch the anime to its end, and I'm going to read the manga and just catch up on all of it. And I'll give you guys the fun of it. I should be able to do that in a couple days. Because when I binge watch something, I really binge watch it. Like, I just plow right through. I started this last night, I'm already on, like, episode 17 or 18. And there's 24 episodes in the first season, so, yeah. I don't know. Not really my cup of tea, but I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to watch it and see what I really think about the whole thing. Because it's hard to judge a show, especially if it's, like, I don't know. It's hard to really judge a show if it's not complete, like, I don't know, like, look at Naruto. Like, part 1 Naruto, in my opinion, is better than Shippuden. I mean, Shippuden turned into Dragon Ball Z at the end, and it was just like, oh, I got bigger guns than you, I could blow up mountain ranges, oh, I could blow up a planet, well, they don't really blow up planets, and then, just same thing with Dragon Ball Z. Like, Dragon Ball Z, the Cell Saga is the best written, and probably my favorite arc in all of Dragon Ball. Probably, except for Hercule, because I hate that guy. But if it wasn't for him, that arc would be 10 out of 10. Base Dragon Ball, honestly, it should have ended when Goku became the strongest on Earth, like after he beat Piccolo, and it would have been perfect. But then they's like, let's go to space, and then it introduced a lot of iconic characters like Frieza. Frieza's an iconic villain, but I don't know. Base Dragon Ball just seems more... Now, One Piece is probably the only anime/manga I will call a masterpiece. Like, Naruto is, like, iffy. My Hero Academia isn't really a masterpiece either. Demon Slayer might be up there, too, because it's pretty good. Yu Yu Hakusho and One Piece are probably well, I don't know. Yu Yu Hakusho has a pretty rushed ending, and Hunter x Hunter is always on a hiatus. I don't think it's ever gonna finish. And Hunter x Hunter isn't really that great. Like the only arc that's really awesome in it is the Chimera arc, and it's only like one arc, and the rest of them are mid. Like top tier arc doesn't like, I don't know. And then it's pretty cool, but after that, like, is it really that great? The two shows I would say is masterpieces is One Piece, and it's not even finished yet, but One Piece is just, if you haven't watched One Piece, I highly recommend it. Like, these are my favorite. Like, One Piece is one of my favorites, but my favorite of all time is probably Dragon Ball Z, because I watched it more than any other show. And then it probably goes Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, probably. No, it goes Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, then Naruto, then My Hero, because I really love My Hero, but it's not really that well. I mean, well, My Hero is well written, but it's not like a masterpiece. Like One Piece and Yu Yu Hakusho are probably the two best. Oh, and Berserk, I forget. Well, Berserk still isn't my favorite, but it's just a masterpiece. Berserk and One Piece and Yu Yu Hakusho are probably what I consider masterpieces. Like, those three are like top tier masterpieces, like best written stuff ever. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But like I said, don't really like their style. Don't really care for the blood and gore. It's just, I don't know. The story isn't really that, I mean, it's captivating, but it's not like super captivating. I don't know what it is. I don't really like Attack on Titan, but so far we're going to watch it and see if it gets any better. Because the first season is meh. Maybe it's just because I was all hyped up from everyone at school, and I watched it and it wasn't even that great. But everyone else was like, oh, it's the best show ever made. And I'm like, guys, this isn't even like top tier. Well, a lot of people love it. If they love it, that's okay. I mean, it's just, everyone has opinions, right? Right. Anyway, guys, I'll come back in a few minutes. So, hi, guys, I'm back. So, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but on the game camera, we actually saw our fox running off with one of our white chickens, which we didn't know was missing because he got so many chickens we can't really tell anymore. So, that's always nice, right? Right. Anyways. Anyways, so, oh yeah, look how high this grass is getting. This is where it needs to cut really bad, because this is where the garden used to be. So all this grass goes super quick because the garden used to come all the way out here. Yeah, our garden used to come from where it is now all the way out to here. It used to grow underneath the pear tree here because that's just how it grew. And we used to have a massive garden, guys. Wow. Yeah, it was pretty, well, not like massive, but it's like 4 or 5 times what my dad used to plant, like 3 dozen tomato plants, like 4 or 5 giant rows of corn. Like, it was a big garden. He used to go ham. Again, back in those days, my dad used it to feed us kids because we had, well, I didn't have brothers and sisters per se, but it's kind of like brothers and sisters because, well, they mostly grew up when I was out, but we still had a couple of them living with us when I was a little kid. But back in those days, we had it was my mom, 5, 7 people living with us at once, and we didn't really have a lot of money back then, and we still don't, but back then we really strapped for money. So that's how my dad used to feed everyone. He used to have a massive garden and feed. That's how they save money. They cut down on the food bill by a lot by having vegetables all the time. Like, they used to eat tons of tomatoes and all kinds of stuff. Tons of tomatoes and corn and all kinds of stuff from the garden. And then we slowly transitioned from it because everyone moved out except for me, and there was only 3 of us. And then my dad was trying to do it by himself, and he got older and he got heart problems, and he couldn't really take care of it all by himself, so he just kind of reduced it. And then we put the trailer there, and it really reduced how much garden we had because that was the best place for the trailer. At least that's what everyone told us. Come on, Jake, this way. Jake, get up here, we're not going down the road. Everyone was like, it'll be the best place for the garden because it's already, we put the septic tank and everything, and it's up high, and you don't got to put a pump in or anything, and all the other stuff, and we could just hook right onto the thing. Because if we would have put a trailer anywhere else, we would have to buy like a $1,000 pump for sewage and the water and stuff. But that way, we don't got to worry about it. There's a bird in the tree. It's nice. Anyway, guys, so this is a tree I'll pull out on cloning if I can actually get my phone to work right. This tree right here and that little tree over there. This one has purple, one has white flowers, one has purple flowers. They're the same type of tree, but a little bit different flowers. So I plan on cloning them bad boys. And I'm going to clone them and make a hedge all the way from the road, the driveway all the way across the yard there. And Boom. It's going to be like bringing all kinds of bees and stuff. It'll be nice. You know, it'll look nice too. Oh, look at this. I need to transplant some of these flowers whenever I make my raised bed, which will be soon. As soon as the grass dies underneath the tarp in the garden, I'm going to make a raised bed. My plan for that raised bed is to take as many... Well, I'm going to go grab a bunch of wood from our wood pile over there that needs to be burned anyways. I'm going to take all that wood, stuff it in there. Then we'll put grass, and we'll rake a bunch of grass and leaves and whatever else we can find. Paper, newspaper. Throw that in there, and then like the top like 4 inches or so, I'm going to go get a giant bag of coco coir or peat moss, whichever one we can find. Whichever one's cheaper. Because you can get like a giant bag of peat moss for like $5, and coco coir is like $10 for like 10 pounds, which I don't know. I mean, I don't know it'll be a lot, but I don't know it'll be enough. And then we're mixing peat moss and coco coir with compost and fill in the top layer like that, so we're not going to use as much compost. And the coco coir really hold on to the water and stuff. It'll be good to go. That's the plan. That's the plan. It's really nice out here today. It's actually not too cold, not too hot. It's one of them days that are just perfect. I need to plant the garden soon because it's getting late, especially onions and cold weather stuff. It's getting kind of late, but it's getting too cold too. It's supposed to go down to 28 degrees and snow a couple days from now. After, I think Wednesday, I think it's going to stay warmer to that for a while. So after Wednesday, I'm going to plant the cold weather stuff. Both my broccoli stuff is getting too big for inside anyways. Wednesday, I'm planting stuff. And then beginning of next month, we should be able to plant peppers and tomatoes and stuff. Also, guys, I got some pears from the store, and we have some pear seeds in it. So I'm going to see if I can get some pears to grow out of a cup. Is that the guy who's going to fix my lawnmower? I can't tell. I hear a big truck coming. I think it might be him. Come on, Jake. Yep, he's here to fix the lawnmower. Guys, I'll come back in a few minutes. I gotta go do something. I'll be back in a minute. So, hi guys, I'm back. Last time you saw me, I was out there walking around my dog, but it is now almost midnight because I forgot to hit the vlog, and I am super tired because after they fixed the lawnmower, I jumped on the lawnmower and started cutting grass, and I got about half the yard cut. I gotta do a little bit of this field and all this back here behind the barn, and yeah. So, it'll take a couple more hours tomorrow. I couldn't finish it because my sugar got low, and by the time, well, he showed up and he was also going to help do something else, and we started some other stuff, and it just got sidetracked. I didn't start cutting grass till about 3:30, and it gets dark at like 8, and I know it takes like 5 hours to cut the grass, so I didn't have enough time. I did push mow everything. I got this whole field cut in front of the house and most of this field. I got to do like 5 or 10 more cuts down there, and then I got to go up behind the barn. Shouldn't take too long, but yeah, first grass cut of the season. Hopefully it's dry like it was last year. I don't got to cut the grass every single week like we did last year. It's ridiculous how much we cut the grass, but anyways, guys, I will cut back if I'm gonna vlog. So, hey guys, I'm back. I don't want to go back there and bug them. I'm just gonna do that here in my outro, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Did a lot today. Didn't film cutting the grass at all because I just completely forgot. Because I want to do something, I just start doing it and forget about YouTube. I'm bad about that. I need to start filming. I need a cameraman or something like that. But anyways, guys, I will talk to you guys tomorrow for the outro. Hi guys, I'm back. If you made it this far, I want to say a big thank you because watching a lot of my videos like this, if you watch to the end, leave something below, like banana or lemon, or leave your favorite fruit below if you watch this far. Well, it'll be our little secret. To anyone who doesn't watch to the end, you won't know what's happening in the comments. 1, because comments are good for the algorithm, and 2, watching my videos is good for the algorithm. So if you guys want to do that, it'll be awesome. Also, there's videos here, here, and here. There's 2 beside my face, and then there's my channel to click underneath my face to subscribe. That'd be great also. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching my video. I will talk to you guys in the next video.